Good morning, everyone. Do you like food? Do you like cakes? Oh, I'm going to do this comparative analysis between a kiwi cake and an apple cake. So this is the kiwi cake, and look at how glowing it is, guys. It's so inviting. So here are the ingredients. You have kiwi, of course. Then you have other ingredients which are familiar with other food like flour, eggs, yeast, whole sugar, and butter. And here you have your apple cake, which have similar ingredients also like kiwi, except for the fact that the main ingredients here is apple, of course. Oh, look at how it is so inviting, guys. So when you have children, as from 2 upward, you spend most of your time in the kitchen. I have 3 kids, guys, and my kids wanted me to make for them an apple cake, and I said I also have some kiwis which are getting ripe, so why not do both? So here are the ingredients for your apple cake. Apple, of course, and then you have flour, yeast, sugar, butter, and so on. So guys, the first thing you have to do for your apple cake is slice them into this lamel shaped slices. Okay, that's the first thing you have to do. Then I asked the kids to join me in doing this because they were the one who wanted an apple cake and not me. So they helped me. I start by mixing all my dry ingredients together. So they add in some vanilla sugar, and my other daughter, as you see over there, she is going to add yeast into the flour, and we are going to add some sugar also. Okay, so guys, I think this is the best way to teach your children how to cook. All right, when you're in the kitchen, they should come help you. They should be the one preparing all the ingredients and so on. And if you do this 1, 2, 3 times, they will get used to, and before you know it, by the age of 10, they are able to cook. Just that they should not do that out of your presence. I mean, you have to be at home watching them do that. So now, as you see, they are breaking the eggs. Look at my younger child. She didn't do it well, and she was afraid it was going to mess the place. And now her elder sister is just going to help her to break the eggs. And thereafter, we are going to add some sugar in it and just whisk them together. So I use 4 eggs in this mixture, okay? And they are done breaking the eggs, so now they are just going to add some sugar in the eggs, and they are going to whisk it a little bit just to mix it. Okay, as for the sugar, that is 2 tablespoons of sugar. 2 tablespoons of sugar. Okay, this sugar is really sweet. So the last time I used 3 tablespoons of sugar, and to me it was sweet, so this time I reduced it to 2 tablespoons. I really don't like sugar. And you see, after whisking the eggs together with the sugar, they added it in the flour, and also the melted butter, they just added it into the whole mixture also, and now they are mixing everything together. Now it's time to add a little bit of salt, and as I said, if you are using a teaspoon, you use just 1/4 of the teaspoon of salt. Okay, not more. The salt is just to kill the taste of the sugar. When sugar is too sweet, it's not good, but you have to, when you add in a little bit of salt, it neutralizes that sharp sweet taste of sugar. Okay, so all you have to do now is mix, and you add your apples in it. So guys, as you see, the texture to me is not light enough, so I'm going to add in, let's say, 1/4 cup of milk. That is more. I'm going to add a little bit. So when you add in the milk, not a lot, just a little bit, as I said, 1/4 of a cup, and you mix, you have to see this dropping consistency. I would say you have to see this dropping consistency when you tilt the pan, or when you carry the batter up, it has to drop. That is the right consistency for your cake, because normally when cakes are thick, after baking it, they looks like bread. in even in the mouth, when you eat it, it is like a bread, and I don't really like it. A cake has to be soft and moist, you understand? So after adding now our apples into the whole mixture, we are going to prepare our pan for baking. So as you just saw there, my daughter smeared the baking pan with butter, added some flour so that the cake will not stick at the bottom of the pan. And now we are just adding the whole batter into the baking pan. And that is good. That is all set for baking. So after 40 minutes, we have our apple cake. And here it is, guys. You see the cake is done and it is well baked. Look at how delicious looking it is. So there it is, guys. So now we are done with our apple cake. And now we are going to start preparing our kiwi cake. Kiwi stands number one compared to 27 other fruits in terms of nutritional fact, and it has twice the amount of vitamin C that is found in oranges. So if you really want to boost your immune system by taking fruits, start with kiwi, guys, and you will not regret it. Okay, so here are the ingredients. You have our kiwi, of course. You have eggs. Here I use a whole sugar. In French we call it cassonade. And this cassonade, it helps to like neutralize the taste of kiwi, because not everyone likes the taste of kiwi. Sometimes it can really taste acidic if it is not yet ripe. So the best thing to do is to pour some brown sugar on it, mix it well, and just keep aside while you are preparing your batter. Okay, that way when you bake your cake, you are going to love it, guys. There will be no acidic taste of kiwi and all that. It is really, really nutritional. So guys, this is winter, and then I'm going to be loading my system and that of my children with kiwi. They don't like eating kiwi directly, so I decided to use it and make some cakes, delicious cake, and they love it. So guys, let's get started with our batter now. So normally we mix our dry ingredients together: flour, yeast, or you can use baking soda only, there's no problem, vanilla, sugar, and I'm just going to mix that together, right? Then I keep it aside. Then I mix my eggs with butter, but I have to melt the butter. Okay, mix it with my eggs and sugar. Then I mix everything well and I keep it aside, and all that is left to do is just to pour the mixture of my eggs into my dry ingredients. All right, guys, and when I do this and mix very well, I have to make sure that the texture I desire is achieved. If not, I'll just add a little bit of milk, okay, to achieve the desired texture. And as I always say, it should be having a dripping consistency. So now that everything is well mixed, I'll just add in my kiwi, and then I mix together and it's ready to go into the oven, guys. So just like always, you have to first of all grease your pan with butter, and then you add in a little bit of flour and you make sure you spread it all around the baking pan. Then you just pour in your butter and you bake for 40 minutes at a degree of 180. Guys, I know you must have taken note of something. Most people usually add in oil into their batter to give it that light consistency, but I am using milk. I use enough butter, okay? Then I add in just milk because I'm making this cake for my kids. So I really want it to be very, very nutritive. So guys, after 40 minutes of baking, this is the cake, and what do you think of it? Oh, it's so delicious, and very, very loaded with a lot of vitamins like vitamin C, magnesium, calcium, minerals like that also. So guys, you see, a lot of people don't really eat kiwi, but that is out of ignorance, because this fruit is loaded with a lot of minerals and vitamins. So which cake do you prefer, guys? Apple cake or kiwi cake? Let me know in the comment section and enjoy your cake, guys.